Hi, my name is Matthew Bellisario. Thanks for coming back by the BellisarioSonic YouTube channel from the heart of the Deep South on the outskirts of Birmingham, Alabama, where we talk about music, records, do record reviews, interviews, and much more. Today, we're doing a review on the Ozzy Osbourne No More Tears album from 1991, a little bit of a different record than I usually do. I usually do a lot of jazz on this channel, but as I've said before, I'm not a genre snob. This is a very special album for me. This record came out in 1991. It's Ozzy Osbourne's sixth solo record, I guess you could say. It was the second album that Zack Wilde was on. And when this record came out in 1991, I was stationed in the Coast Guard in Miami, Florida. And I remember when it came out, the week it came out, I went out and got the CD, and the CD stayed in my CD player all the time. I mean, I listened to this record and sat down in my apartment and tried to learn all the licks that Zack Wilde was playing and trying to get that cool harmonic off of those riffs that he was playing. So unfortunately, I did a full video already on this and played the record, and it completely blocked the video. So kind of upset about that. It's only the second time that I've done a needle drop where the content was completely blocked from anybody seeing it. So the other time it happened on the Velvet Underground album. This kind of ticks me off a bit, to be honest, because playing the music and doing the live reviews on the channel doesn't do anything for me monetarily, because they always get demonetized 90% of the time. Every once in a while there'll be shared monetization where I get a small percentage, but otherwise the revenue goes back to the copyright holder. But in this case, the copyright holder won't allow it to be even listened to. So doing this review the old-fashioned way. This, by the way, sounds fantastic. I was a little leery about buying it. It had been on my wish list on Amazon for a while, and I was like, do I get it? Do I not get it? It's been a long time since I've listened to this. I really like the album, so it's been on my wish list for a long time on Amazon, and then finally, I think it was last week, they had the big Amazon sale, and it was on sale. I went ahead and pulled the trigger and bought it. Now, this has been remastered by Ryan K. Smith. He did a fantastic job. The original mastering was done by Bob Ludwig, who's also a very famous mastering engineer. This sounds wonderful. It was really like a whole new experience. And it was so cool, like hearing all the guitar solos that I just had memorized back, this is like, 30 years ago now, more than that. And all those guitar licks the guitar solos are just, I can hum them all, sing them all, just having learned them and gone over them. This is a gatefold record, 2 records. You have on here, of course, Zack Wilde on guitars, the second album that he played on with Ozzy. And to me, it's really when he comes into his own, really that sound, that signature sound of his, all over this record. And then you got Bob Daisley playing bass, even though Michael Inez is listed as the bass player here on the actual cover. It's really Bob Daisley that plays the bass throughout the record. You have John Sinclair playing keyboards and the great Randy Castillo playing drums. Now, the mix sounds fantastic on this. Yeah, primarily when you hear Zack's guitar solos, they're over on the right speaker. Those rhythm guitars and all those riffs and stuff sound fantastic, nice and warm. The bass punches through. It's really fat and round. Ozzy's voice cuts through nice. It has a nice 3-dimensional sound to it. The drums sound good, although I would say maybe a bit dated because of the way they recorded the drums back in the late 80s and early 90s. Kind of have that reverby, gated flangey sound to it, but it's a wonderful sounding record. Ryan K. Smith did a fantastic job on this. So looking at it kind of in the wide scope of Ozzy's career, concerning his solo records, it's going to fall pretty much right in the center. As the 6th one, I think maybe he's done 13 or 14 now. Solo records. Of course, his first record recording was probably 1970, I think, with the first Black Sabbath record. I did see Ozzy on this tour, on the No More Tours tour, in Miami, Florida on August 14th of 1992. So it's a concert I'll never forget. I mean, Ozzy just came out there all fired up, jumping around the stage, and Zack Wilde just, fabulous guitar player, and really, again, his signature's all over this record. Not a bad tune on the record. It's wonderful from beginning to end. Some of the songs that I played originally that unfortunately I can't publish: I Don't Want to Change the World, Mama, I'm Coming Home, Desire, No More Tears, Hellraiser, Time After Time, and of course the album closes with the fantastic Road to Nowhere, which is just a fantastic tune. So this album is absolutely wonderful. I was very surprised by how good it sounded, how warm, how three-dimensional, and I think Ryan K. Smith has a home run on this. So I appreciate you guys, giving the thumbs up, leaving your comments, sharing the videos. A lot of new music's coming your way. I like to share new music with people, as I keep telling you guys on this channel. And I'm not a genre snob. I will do reviews of all kinds of music, as you guys know, but I'm really into jazz now. And so there's a lot of new jazz artists that I'm really interested in interviewing on the channel. And of course, I've done several reviews of a lot of new releases, jazz titles. So, and I have a lot more coming up. So stay tuned for those. And I really, that's really a focus of this channel, is sharing new music with you guys, and maybe some things that won't get noticed by some other channels that focus on a lot of the reissues and things like that. Which I also am a big fan of, by the way. It's nothing, I'm not knocking any of those channels. I watch a lot of those channels myself to learn about a lot of the reissues and so forth. So I still do like the Blue Notes and the Atlantic 75th, as you guys know, and other reissues by other labels. But predominantly, I've been focusing on new working artists with their albums that they're putting out. For example, the Bria Skomberg record, which I just interviewed her, that was put out this past Sunday. So if you missed that interview, a wonderful conversation with her. She talks about her career and talks about making this fantastic record down in New Orleans. Wonderful album on the Cellar label. It's things like this that get me excited about music and sharing the music with you guys. Maybe a record that you would never have known about, and something you can add to your collection. So I do appreciate you guys joining me, and hopefully you guys are getting something out of these video reviews and other types of reviews, the interviews that I've been doing, and so forth. So thank you for coming on the channel and being a part of it, leaving your comments and giving the thumbs up and subscribing and sharing with other people. And we'll see you soon with another review. Happy listening to everybody out there. Take care.